Hi, my name is Autumn Degonia, and today I want to start off with a couple questions for you guys. First, how many of you guys have ever drank alcohol? Now, how many of you guys have ever driven after you drank alcohol? When you get behind the wheel of a car while you are impaired, you are not only putting your own life in risk, you are putting others around you at risk as well. Everyone on the road. First, I want to show you this picture of somebody driving drunk. He's in the driver's seat of his car with a bottle of alcohol, clearly not capable of driving. A 2020 article called "Only the Strong Survive" states that alcohol is involved in about 40% of all fatal car crashes. Now, a 2019 article by the Motor Vehicle Safety says that in 2016, 17% of traffic deaths among children 0 to 14 years old were involved by alcohol-impaired crashes. Alcohol-related crashes are something we hear about all the time. Now, wouldn't you love if those numbers that I had just mentioned just vanished? They weren't like that anymore? Because I would too. If I lost anybody that I loved to drunk driving, I wouldn't know what to do. I will convince you today that it is not hard to find a different course to your destination when you are impaired rather than getting behind the wheel of a car. Now that I have shared some terrifying facts involved with drunk drivers, let's talk about why they shouldn't be allowed to be on the road anymore, why this privilege needs to be taken away from them. If you drive drunk, most likely you are going to do it again, especially if you got away with it the first time. An article by the U.S. Department of Transportation writes that one study in California showed that for every driver convicted of a DUI in 1980, a full 44% were convicted of another DUI within the 10 years. The same article writes that drivers with a prior DWI conviction were overrepresented in fatal crashes and have greater relative risk to be involved in these crashes. But how long does it actually take for these people to get caught? Because like I said before, if you do it once and don't get caught, you're most likely going to do it again. According to DoSomething.org, on average, a drunk driver will drive 80 times under the influence before their first arrest. 80 times they are putting other people's lives in danger, not only their own, but everyone around them, everyone in the cars around them, everybody on the sidewalks around them, anybody near the roads. This clearly shows that if you get caught, you should have this privilege revoked because you don't need to put other people's lives in danger like that anymore. Now, how many people are actually involved or affected by drunk drivers? In the same article by DoSomething.org, it states that every 57 minutes in America, someone is killed by a drunk driving crash. It also states that in 2011, 9,878 people were victims of drunk drivers. Now that I've said that, I want to show you this picture. This is a picture of a drunk driver crash. This is also another one. This is the car, and I'm guessing what was a loved one saying, "Do not drink and drive." Whether these people lost their lives or are severely injured by drunk drivers, they're so dangerous to the people around them that they need to be taken off the road. Now I do want to show you another picture as well. This is Jacqueline before she was involved in a drunk driving accident. And this is her after. She barely got to the hospital alive. When she got to the hospital, her hair was burned off, her ears were gone, her nose was gone, and they had to eventually amputate all of their fingers. If you talk to Jasmine today, I would most definitely say that she doesn't want anybody to drink and drive. Not only her life wasn't taken away from her, but everything that she knew before was, and she has been severely affected by that. Now that I have gone over some facts about drunk driving, let's review them. I've shared with you facts about the reoffenders of drunk driving and how often they will reoffend, how long it actually takes before they get caught by doing something like this, and how many lives are actually affected by one person's decision to drive under the influence. Please remember that these people are risking other people's lives every single time they get behind the wheel while impaired, and this ability needs to be taken away from them sooner rather than later. I want you to go and look up this yourself and just read some of the stories, because it really is devastating to hear that so many people have either lost their lives or been severely injured like Jacqueline. Have a nice day and stay safe, everyone.